සුබ දැසරක් වේවා සියලු දෙනාට. අද දින ඔබ එක්ව සිටින්නේ ශ්‍රී ජයවර්ධනපුර විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ මානව ශාස්ත්‍ර හා සමාජ විද්‍යා පීඨය විසින් සංවිධානය කරනු ලබන සිහිනයට අත්වලක් සම්මන්ත්‍රණ මාලාවේ සාමාන්‍ය ඉංග්‍රීසි විෂය සඳහා වූ දෙවන සම්මන්ත්‍රණය සමගයි. ඉතින් ඊයේ දිනේදී අපි පළවෙනි සම්මන්ත්‍රණය පවත්වන්නට යෙදුණා. මම හිතනවා ගොඩක් අය ඒකට සහභාගී වුණා. යම් කිසි විදිහකින් ඒකට සහභාගී වෙන්නට බැරි වූ පිරිසක් ඉන්නවා නම් ඔවුන්ට YouTube ඔස්සේ අපගේ දේශනය ඔවුන්ට නරඹන්නට ඒ අසන්නට හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් අපේ මේ සම්මන්ත්‍රණ මාලාවේ අරමුණ වන්නේ ඉලක්කගත ප්‍රකාශ කිරීම. ඉතින් ඊයේ ටීචර් සම්මන්ත්‍රණයක් ආරම්භ කිරීමට සියල්ල සූදානම්. එසේනම් මම මේ අවස්ථාවේ අපගේ සම්පත්දායිකාව වන ඉංග්‍රීසි හා වාග් විද්‍යා අංශයේ කතිකාචාර්ය ලක්ෂි නානායක්කාර මහත්මියට අද දින සම්මන්ත්‍රණය ආරම්භ කරන ලෙස ඉතාමත් ගෞරවයෙන් යුතුව ආරාධනා කර සිටිනවා. ස්තුතියි.
Okay, thank you, Sankalpa. So let's start with today's session. So good morning everyone who are here. So like yesterday, actually we discussed the first half of the paper, and I discussed the structure of the paper. Api general English paper ke structure ke jana katha kala. And then like we discussed about reading skills, the techniques that you can use, because as I told you, like you can score more through reading questions. එතකොට මම ඔයාලට කියලා දුන්නා කොහොමද reading questions වලට හරියට answer කරන්න කියලා. And then like we discussed the paragraph writing. මේ හැම එකකම marking criteria එකත් එක්ක ඔයාලා කොහොමද ඒකට ඉස්සෙල්ලාම structure එක හදාගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ විදිහට මම අපි කතා කළා. ඊට පස්සේ as I remember, like we discussed the letter writing, but we couldn't finish it off, right? එතකොට අපි letter writing කතා කළා structure එකේ වගේ මේක marking criteria එක. හැබැයි අපිට letter writing එක සම්පූර්ණ කරන්න බැරි වුණා. So today the structure of my session now here, this is the second session. That means the last session that we are going to have for general English. Antima session එක general English වලට. ඒකට මම අද කතා කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ letter writing වල මම ඔයාලට phrases වගේ දේවල් මම කිව්වා ඒක කතා කරනවායි කියලා. And then I come to notice writing, and then paragraph, the chart description, and then essay writing. එතකොට ඔය කියන හතර තමයි අද අපි කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. And like I want like to manage our time, because we only have 2 hours, and this is like kind of we are struggling with the time. So I want all of you to support me as well. So without taking much time, let's start. Okay. So as I told you, now the very first thing is, am I clear for you, for everyone? I hope I'm clear. Okay, fine. Let me share my screen with you. Mama mage screen එක share කරන්නම්. මේකෙදී මුලින්ම ඒ කියන්නේ අපිට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට exam එකට formal letter එකක් එන්නත් පුළුවන්, informal letter එකක් එන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒක අපි දන්න ඒ කියන්නේ යාළුවට formal letter එකකුත් අපිට දෙන්න පුළුවන්, informal letter එකකුත් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් දෙකම letters දෙකක් ලියන්න දෙන්නමත් පුළුවන්. මොකද මම දැක්ක model paper එක ඒ විදිහටම මම ඔයාලත් එක්ක share කරපු model paper එකේ letters දෙකක් ලියන්න ආවා. formal letter එකකුයි informal letter එකකුයි. So it's your duty to practice this letter writing. Okay, right. So let me share my screen. Give me a second to share the screen. Okay, right. I hope you can see my screen now. Can you?
Yes, madam.
Okay, right. So today, like the very first thing is formal letters. Because අපි formal letters එක්කනේ ටිකක් විතර struggle කරන්නේ නේද? එතකොට අපි formal letters බලමු. So like, as I discussed with you yesterday, like we write formal letters to the people whom we don't know most of the times, right? And also we write formal letters in official context. Okay, so when it comes to this A level, so like advanced level exam, so these formal letters, right? Now there are different types of formal letters. Can take a formal letters. Like now here I have given you two main types of formal letters. Those are letters of inquiry, or we can call it like letters of request. මොකක් හරි දෙයක් ඉල්ලන්න අහන්න මොකක් හරි එකකට ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි තොරතුරක් දැනගන්න ඒ වගේ දේවල් වලට තමයි letters of inquiry or letters of request මොකක් හරි දෙයක් අපි කෙනෙක්ගෙන් ඉල්ලන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්න අපි ලියන්නේ letters of inquiry or letters of request ඒ වගේම letters of complaint එතකොට අපි මොකක් හරි complaint එකක් අපිට කරන්න තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒකත් එක වර්ගයක් මේක අමතරව අපිට තියෙනවා order letters, sales letters, resignation letters. But then when it comes to the A level කියන exam එකේදී ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඔයාලට ඉන්නේ මේ කියන main වර්ග දෙකේදී එන letters තමයි. එතකොට now this is the structure of a formal letter. So I discussed the structure of a formal letter yesterday, so I don't want to repeat it today, right? So first we write the address of the sender and then the date, and after that the receiver's name and the address, and also you have to mention the designation of the receiver. Manager manager bank manager, then we have to mention manager, People's Bank, like that. Then the salutation and subject. After that the body of the letter comes. So when it comes to the body of the letter, mama ඔයාලට කිව්වා ඊයේ body of the letter එකේදී ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලගේ කරුණු ලියනකොට ඔයාලට paragraphs දෙක තුනකින් දෙකක් වගේ ඇති දෙක තුනකින් ඔයාලට එක කෙටියෙන්. It should be brief and clear, right? And also you have to use like a very polite language, right? So don't write the body of the letter using SMS language. SMS language එක use කරන්න එපා, right? එතකොට අපි සමහරව ඉන්නවා ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා letter එකක් කියන්නේ ඒක format එක ලියන එක කියලා. එහෙම නැහැ. මොකද ඔයාලා format එකට අපි දෙන්නේ ලකුණු එකයි. So only one mark is allocated for format. Okay, right. So then we come to the conclusion and closing, right? And then you have to sign and then write your name. Now today I'm going to discuss some examples for you to get an idea. Okay, right. අද අපි පොඩි idea එකක් ගමු මුලින්ම මේ letters දෙක ගැන. So first one, letters of inquiry. එතකොට මට මේ ගොඩක් දේවල් ඔයාලට එක්ක කතා කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. අපි example එකට එමුකෝ. මොකද example එකෙන් ඔයාලට මේක ගැන idea එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. You can get an idea if you actually try to write this letter which I have given you in the example. Okay, so imagine you are interested in following a degree in Open University Sri Lanka. So now like just think, imagine you have sit for the A-level exam, and then after the A-level exam you want to do a degree. So you try to do a degree, you try to follow a degree in Open University, right? So like now what you have to do is what you need information, so you have to ask for the information, right? So write a letter to the relevant authority inquiring about the information you need. එතකොට අපි ඒ කියන තැනට letter එකක් ලියන්න ඕනේ information ඉල්ලලා. ඒ තියෙන degrees වල information ඉල්ලලා. එතකොට අපි කොහොමද මේ වගේ letter එකක් ලියන්නේ? So now here we can start with the sender's address, okay? And then the date, right? When you write the sender's address, write it with the name, okay? And then the date, right? And after that, we come to the receiver's address. Now see, the director, so that is the designation of the receiver, and then the address. Okay. So salutation, dear sir or madam. And we have to write the subject. So subject means the topic. Okay. අපිට මොකක්ද මේක? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි subject එක දැක්කම මේක summary එකක් වෙනවා නේද? අපේ letter එකේ මොකක්ද ඒක ගැන තියෙන්නේ කියලා. Inquiry about degree courses. So this is an inquiry about degree courses. Right. So now see, this is with reference to your advertisement in the Sunday Times for B.Ed degree course. I am a teacher in an international school who has more than 5 years of experience. So I am keen on following B.Ed degree to make myself academically more qualified. So kindly let me know the procedure. Then make a kiyanne. This is with reference to your advertisement in the Sunday Times for B.Ed degree course. So අපි එක degree course එකක් choose කරනවා. එතකොට අපි දකිනවනේ ඒගොල්ලෝගේ advertisement මොකද අපි සමහර වෙලාවට මේක imagine කරනවා. We have to imagine the situation. They just give us the context, but then we have to imagine, right? අපි letter එකක් ලියන්න, අපි essay එකක් ලියන්න, අපි ඒක එහෙම කරන්න ඕනේ. story එකක් වුණා නේ. එතකොට මේක කියන්නේ මේ ඔයාලා Sunday Times වල දාපු advertisement එකට සම්බන්ධව. එතකොට මේ කියන කෙනා කැමති B.Ed degree කියන course එක හදාරන්න. So I am a teacher in an international school who has more than 5 years of experience. So I am keen on following B.Ed degree to make myself academically more qualified. එතකොට මම මේ degree එක හදාරන්න හරි කැමතියි. මොකද අපි degree එකක් හදාරද්දී අපිට ඒකට ඕන prerequisites තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඒක ගැන තමයි මෙයා කියන්නේ. එතකොට මම කැමතියි. Kindly let me know the procedure of applying for the degree course and other relevant information. Then බලන්න මගේ second paragraph එකේදී. Now first paragraph is just the introduction. මම කවුද? මොකද මම information ඉල්ලනවා කියන්නේ මම කවුද කියලා එයාට කියන්න එපා. එතකොට මම ඇයි මේ information ඉල්ලන්නේ කියලා කියනවා මම first paragraph එකේ. Then we come to the second paragraph and then I mention, kindly let me know the procedure of applying for the degree course and other relevant information, right? So kindly let me know the procedure of applying for the degree course. මේ degree course එකට කොහොමද මම apply කරන්නේ කියලා කියන්නේ. And other relevant information මම දැනගත යුතු කරුණු ටික එවන්න. Now when we do a degree, like the payments and then the duration of the degree, නේද? එතකොට degree එක commence කරන date එක එහෙම දැනගන්න එපා. එතකොට ඒ දේවල් තමයි relevant information කියන්නේ. So I would also wish to know the duration of the entire degree. මෙතන දැන් මම කියනවා මොනවාද කියලා. Duration of the entire degree and the number of classes per week along with the available mode of classes. So is it online, right? So information about the fees payable is highly appreciated. Then ඒක මේ second paragraph එකේදී මම කියනවා. Then I have come to the conclusion saying what? I would be most grateful to you if you can reply me soon because your early response will enable me to decide fast. So now when it comes to this conclusion, okay, when it comes to this conclusion, මේක අපි letter එකක් conclude කරද්දී ඔයාලට පුළුවන් මේ වගේ දෙයක්, I would be most grateful to you if you can reply me soon. අන්න ඒ වගේ phrase එකක් use කරන්න. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපි letter එකක් ලියන්න අපි යාගෙන් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ අපිට මොකක් හරි එයා letter එකක් එවයි කියලා. එතකොට අපිට ඒක කියන්න පුළුවන් I would be most grateful to you if you can reply me soon. එහෙම නැත්නම් I would be most grateful to you if you can consider my issue and take relevant steps. Right? අන්න ඒ වගේ එකක් conclusion එකේදී දාන්න පුළුවන්. Conclusion එකේදී දාන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට ඒ phrase එක පොඩ්ඩයි ඒ වගේ phrases ටිකක් ඔයාලා මතක තියාගන්න. එතකොට ඒක ඔයාලගේ conclusion එකදී letter එකේ conclusion එකට දාන්න පුළුවන්. And then thank you, yours sincerely, then your name. Okay, right. So is it clear for you? Is it
Yes,
clear
madam.
for you?
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
So what about the students? Is it clear for everyone? For all the students? Clear කිව්වේ මගේ coordinators ලා ටිකද එහෙම නැත්නම් students ලාද?
Students.
Students ලා, then fine. I thought like my coordinators. Okay. එතකොට පුතාලා ඔයාලා දැනගන්න ඕනේ formal letter එකක් ලියද්දී ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අපි අර structure එක follow කරලා introduction එකේදී අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඒ කියන්නේ topic එක ලිව්වට පස්සේ ඔයාලා introduction එකේදී කවුද මේ වගේ මොකක් හරි information එකක් අහන්නේ එහෙම නැත්නම් complain එකක් කරන්නේ ඔයාලා කවුද කියන එක ඒගොල්ලන්ට introduce කරන්න second paragraph එකේදී තමයි ඔයාලා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඇයි ඔයාලා මේ letter එක ලියන්නේ කියන එක කියන්න ඕනේ mention කරන්න ඕනේ ඊට පස්සේ third paragraph එකේදී paragraph එකක් වගේ මේක line එකක් වුණත් ඔයාලට ලියන්න පුළුවන් ඒකෙදී I would be most grateful to you if you can take relevant procedures to solve my issue. I would be most grateful to you if you can reply me or if you can give me a favorable response. And ඒ වගේ sentence එකක් පොඩ්ඩක් මතක තියාගන්න. එතකොට ඔයාලට ඒක ලේසි. නේද? හරි ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලගේ letter එක close කරන්න පුළුවන්. හොඳද? එතකොට ඔන්න ඒක අපි formal letter එකේදී like we can actually take it as an example for a formal letter. And now I want to like discuss about an informal letter as well. But then when it comes to informal letter, right? When it comes to informal letter, there is a difference. The difference එකක් තියෙනවා. මේ difference එක එන්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට it's not only because of the structure. Structure is different anyway, right? අපි structure එක formal letter එකයි informal letter එකයි structure එක වෙනස් නේ. But then when it comes to the language, right? When it comes to the language that we use, even the language is different, right? Why is it different? ඇයි අපි ඒක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ? Language එක උනත් වෙනස් වෙන්නේ ඇයි? Any like idea? අපි informal letter එක language එක formal letter එක language එකට වඩා වෙනස් වෙනවද? Any idea that you have?
Yes.
Yeah, like yes, it's different, and I actually got response, a reply. Yeah, we have to be friendly because we write these letters to the people whom we know. Like we write it to our cousins, we write it to our friends, right? So you can be really friendly, right? Use the colloquial language. Colloquial language කියන්නේ අපි නිකන් එදිනෙදා කතා කරන language එක අපිට use කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් අපි බලමු ඔයාලගේ 2020 paper එකේ තිබ්බ 2020 paper එකේ අපිට ඇත්තටම තිබ්බේ formal letter එකක්. Model paper එක අපි බැලුවොත් model paper එක ඒකේ let me share a model paper with you. Give me a minute to share my model paper. Okay, model paper 3. මම මේ model paper 3 එක ඔයාලත් එක්ක share කරගෙන තියෙනවා. ඔයාලා ඒක free වෙලාවක ඒ paper එකටම answer කරන්න බලන්න. Now can you see the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So now here, this is model paper 3. Okay. So question number 11. After the A-level examination, you hope to organize a picnic to an interesting place in the country. Okay. So now anyway, you guys also have the same idea, right? But because of this corona, we can't go anywhere. But then like just after completing an exam, right? We actually want to go somewhere because we have like a really stressful life, right? Now everyone here, you lead a very a stressful life, I know, because you have to work hard, you have to study, right? ගොඩක් කලාට පාඩම් කරනවා, හරිම stressful නේද? පාඩම් කරන්න තුනා මම්මලා බනිනවා. එතකොට අපි මේ exam එක ඉවරුණාට පස්සේ දැන් බලන්නකො මේ දීලා තියෙන situation එක. After the A-level examination, you hope to organize a picnic to an interesting place in the country. දැන් මොකක් හරි ගමනක් යන්න, පොඩි ගමනක් යන්න, picnic එකක් යන්න ලස්සන තැනකට තමයි ඔයාලා organize කරන්නේ. So write a letter to your best friend asking him or her to join the trip. එතකොට ඔයාලා letter එක ලියන්න ඕනේ කාටද? To whom you have to write the letter? To whom
friend.
you? To a friend. Okay, to your best friend. What is the purpose of writing this letter to your best friend? What is the purpose of writing this letter to your best friend? Make a lian best friend, because you have to ask him or her to join the trip. Okay, now see, what is the word limit? 100 to 125. Okay, so you have to like manage your word limit as well. Okay, and then you have to include these things. The place you hope to visit. ඔයාලා මොනවාගේ තැනකටද යන්නේ කැමති? Maybe like somewhere like Kitugala, or anywhere, right? Anywhere that you like to visit, or leisure world. Okay, now here but then we have to imagine this situation. Situation why you want to go there? You are then what you can see there and what you hope to do there. Okay, and any other details about the trip. So anything that you want to say about the trip to your best friend. Okay, so you have to include these details. Okay, right. Now, right. Shall we write a model letter for this? Shall we write a model letter for this? මේ වෙලාව අපිට time එක manage කරගන්න නම් අමාරුයි, but then maybe, right, maybe you can write the body of the letter. ඔයාලට පොඩ්ඩක් මේකේ body of the letter අර structure එක නෙමෙයි, address ටික ලියන එක නෙමෙයි, letter එකේ body එක ලියන්න පොඩ්ඩක් පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. Right. I can give you 5 minutes. මට ඔයාලට මිනිත්තු 5ක් දෙන්න. I can give you 5 minutes and can you please give it a try? පොඩි වෙලාවක් අරගෙන මේකේ letter එක ලියන්න පොඩ්ඩක් බලනවාද? එහෙම නැත්නම් දැන් ඒ කියන්නේ body of the letter මට ඕනේ මේ ඔයාලා මේකේ මැද මොනවද ලියන්නේ කියලා පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න. So you can start it as hi Krishani. Now my friend is Krishani, so I start it as dear Krishani or hi Krishani. So hi, how are you? So you can start like that, and then you have to say, okay, I thought to write about this letter because I'm organizing a picnic, right? And would you like to join? And then you can tell the details. Details then take 5 minutes and then please write the body of the letter. Okay, and then after that let's discuss. Okay, let's discuss. Okay, take 5 minutes and I'll share the paper with you. Right, this is from model paper 3. Take 5 minutes and please do this. I hope you are writing. I just want to know the body of the letter. You have 3 minutes more. Okay, without taking much time, let's discuss the letter. Okay, let me share the screen with you. And this is the letter that I wrote. Okay. Right. Can you see my Word document? Can
Yes, ma'am.
everyone? Okay, right. Now see, this is the model paper 3, the question, right? So this question is, after the A-level examination, you hope to organize a picnic to an interesting place in the country. Then පුතා මේ වගේ ඕනම situation එකක් ඔයාලා ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන්න ඕනේ හරියට කියවන්න. Right? You have to read it like twice and then understand the situation, because you know they give you marks for the content. Content එකට marks දෙනවනේ. එතකොට මම ඊයේ කතා කරපු විදිහට content එකට marks ලැබෙනවා ඔයාලට. Right? So එතකොට මේ situation එක ඔයාලා හරියට තේරුම් ගත්තේ නැත්නම්, if you didn't understand the situation well, that means you don't get marks for the content. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලට content එකට හරියට marks ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? So you have to read it twice. Then just understand the situation, right? Okay, so now this is the letter that I wrote. Okay, now can you see the letter? Can you see the letter which I wrote?
Yes, madam.
Okay, now this is now I started writing the address and then after that, the date. And then my friend is Krishani. So dear Krishani, okay. Now see, hello Krishani, how are you doing? Right now, when I write a formal letter, do I say, okay, hello manager, how are you doing? No, right? Now there, I'm so, like, my language is so formal, so polite, right? But here, my language is so, like, friendly, right? So colloquial. Hari kata karana vidhiyata තියෙන, කතා කරන භාෂාවෙන් තියෙන. එතකොට hello Krishani, how are you doing? So I hope this letter finds you in the best of spirits. Now these phrases, actually, you can keep them in your, like, mind, okay? Because whenever you have to write an informal letter, you can actually start like this. මේ වගේ විදිහට පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Okay? දැන් මේ letter එකේ මෙතන තියෙන මේ body of the letter එකට ආවට පස්සේ introduction එක. ඒකට introduction එක අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් නිකන් ඉක්මනට දේවල් කතා කරන ආට කොහොමද? එහෙමනේ අහන්නේ, right? Okay. So I'm working really hard these days, and I think you are doing the same, because now they have to sit for the A-level exam. So that is the situation, right? So that's why I actually wrote like this. The life has become stressful, but somehow we have to face the exam well, right? And then now come to the second paragraph. Now in the second paragraph, I am going to say, why did I think to write this letter to my friend? I thought write you this letter as I'm planning a picnic to go after our A-level exam. Mama A-level exam එකෙන් පස්සේ යන්න picnic එකක් plan කරන නිසා. So I think you also need a break. ඉතින් මම හිතනවා ඔයාට break එකක් ඕනි කියලා. Now we actually go on trips because we need to get relaxed, right? We need breaks in life. So if you join the trip, I would be so happy. ඔයත් આવොත් මට හරි shock නේ, හරි සතුටුයි. So I wrote about this to Sapna and Kumudi as well. So some other friends also like to join, I think, right? Most probably they'll join too. ගොඩක් කලාවට යාළුවත් ඒවි join වෙයි අපේ trip එකත් එක්ක. So there's no need to worry because my parents come with us. මම කියන කෙනාගේ මගේ අම්මයි තාත්තයි වෙනවා. We are planning to visit Kitugala. Now this is the place I like to go. This is the place that I like to go. And we can book a resort there. This is what I am planning to do. Kitugala is where I want to go, and after that I have written what I want to do there. We can book a resort there and spend the day. Also, we can play games and have lunch in the resort. Games play karala, resort ke lunch karala. So it is better we can go somewhere, and it is better if we can go somewhere. It is better if we can go somewhere and relax after the exam. And Kitugala is the ideal place as it is close by. අපිට Kitugala ළඟ නිසා අපිට එතනට හිට යන්න පුළුවන් නම් හොඳයි. Then come to the last concluding sentence. I hope you will be able to get the permission from your mom. මං හිතනවා ඔයාගේ අම්මගෙන් ඔයාට permission ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා. Because anyway, when, like, the same with you, right? If you want to go on a trip or if you want to go on a picnic, you have to let your parents know and take the permission. That is a long procedure. That is the realistic procedure. So we have to let them know, right? So here I say to my friend, okay, I hope you'll be able to get the permission from your mom. අම්මගෙන් permission ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. ආගේ response එකක් එනකන් මම බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. So your loving friend Lakshi. Now see how I concluded it. Your loving friend Lakshi. Okay. So is it clear for you? Now the informal letters that you have to write, you have to structure like this. Very friendly. Then you have to actually include all the details as well. එයාලා බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන details ටික ඔයාලා එකට include කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් කොහෙද යන්නේ? මොනවාද කරන්නේ? ඒ වගේ දේවල්. එයාගේ දැන් මෙතන කැමැත්ත ගන්න. එයා කැමතිද කියලා බලන්න. එයා join වෙන අපිත් එක්ක picnic එකට කැමතිද කියලා බලන්න තමයි. That I wrote this letter. Okay. I hope this is clear for you. Is it clear for everyone? For
Yes,
all
ma'am.
the kids? Yeah. Do
Yes.
you have any questions? Do you have any questions about the letter writing? No, right? Because now, yesterday I discussed how the marks are allocated for the letters, right? Letter writing. And then today I actually, and also yesterday I discussed the structure of both formal and informal letters. And today I discussed them with examples, okay? So what you have to do is, ඔයාලා මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ? Model papers, past papers වලයි තියෙන මේ letters අරගෙන ඔයාලා ඒ situation එකට අදාළව letters ලියන්න. මොකද ඔයාලා past papers බලුවොත් you will find both formal and informal letters, right? The situations to write them. Okay, so please practice them because they give you 15 marks for a letter. Okay, right. Now, because we don't have any questions, let me move to notice writing. Okay, right. Right. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop a message in the chat box. මොනහරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් chat box එකට message එකක් දාන්න. Okay, right. Then notice writing. Now when it comes to notice writing, ඔයාලට notice එකක් ලියන්න එනවද general English A-level exam එකට? General English A-level exam එකට notice එකක් ලියන්න එනවද?
Yes.
Yes. So what is the question number? Do you remember the question number or do you remember the paper? Is it for paper, the first paper or the second paper? Is it for the first paper or the second paper? Yesterday I discussed the structure.
I think second paper.
Yes, very good. Yes, Prasan, it's for the second paper. Yeah. And then what is the mark that you can score for the notice? Marks කොහොමද ලැබෙන්නේ? කීයක් විතර ලැබෙනවද marks? Do you have
15
any-
marks.
Yes, 15 marks. Okay. Can you give us letter structure, please? Okay. Do you need the structures of the letters? So I can share the structures of the letters with you if you want. Okay, both formal and informal, right? So after the after this seminar, after the session, I will ask my coordinators to forward the documents with you, right? Okay, for everyone, with everyone. Okay, right. So when it comes to this marking scheme, right? When it comes to the marking scheme, 15 marks are allocated for a notice as well. Okay, 15 marks are allocated for notice. And then from this 15 marks, අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද අපේ ලකුණු බෙදලා යන්නේ කියලා, right? 5 marks are allocated for the content. Okay, 5 marks are allocated for the content of the notice. Then other 10 marks are allocated for what? The other 10 marks are allocated for what? If 5 marks are allocated for the content of the notice, the other 10 marks are allocated for what? අනිත් ලකුණු 10 කොහොමද ලැබෙන්නේ?
Language.
Language, yes. So the other 10 marks are allocated for the language, right? Okay. So now let me take the 2020 past paper, right? Let me share the past paper with you. Okay. Right. Now see. Okay. Question number 11. Imagine that you are the secretary of the nature club of the Damsiri Mahavidyalaya, Benkoto. Your club decides to start a home garden in the school. Okay. You wish to have a meeting to discuss it. Now they have given you the situation, the context, right? Now this is the school. What is the school? Huh? What is the school? Damsiri
Mahavidya.
Mahavidyalaya. And you have to imagine yourself as whom? කවුරු කියලාද ඔයාලා හිතන්න ඕනේ? Huh?
Secretary of the Nature Club.
Yes, you are the secretary of the nature club. Okay. So now what is the situation? Your club decides to start a home garden in the school. Huh? School එකේ home garden එකක් දාන්න decide කරලා තියෙනවා. You wish to have a meeting to discuss it. So as a club you are going to do it, right? Then you have to discuss about it, right? And then for that you need to call for a meeting. Okay, so write a suitable notice to be displayed about this meeting. Then ඒ නිසා ඔයාලා ඒකට ගලපෙන notice එකක් ලියන්න ඕනේ, right? So to whom you have to write this notice, like inviting advanced level students to participate. So for the advanced level students, and you have to ask advanced level students to participate for this meeting, right? And use any relevant imaginary details. ඒ වගේම ඔයාලට අනෙක් details use කරන්න කියලා හිතලා ලියන්න වෙනවා. Now what are these other relevant details? මේකට අපි ලියන්න ඕනේ අනෙක් details ටික මොනවාද? මේකට අපි ලියන්න ඕනේ අනෙක් details ටික මොනවාද? Now when we plan to have a meeting and we have to write a notice, so what are the other details that we have to mention?
Date, time.
Very good. Date and time. So you have to imagine a date, a particular date and a time. Okay, right. Now when it comes to a notice, okay, when it comes to a notice, now they have given you this, right? Now the word limit, what is the word limit?
50 to 75.
Yes, 50 to 75 words. එතකොට පුතා මේ notice එකකදී අපි ලියන්නේ බොහොම කෙටියෙන් ඒ වගේම තමයි අත්‍යවශ්‍යම දෙයනේ. දැන් මේ meeting එකක් තියෙනවා, meeting එක තියෙන ඇයි මේ meeting එකක් තියෙන්නේ? මේ meeting එකට කාටද එන්න පුළුවන්? කවුද අපි expect කරන්නේ මේ meeting එකට? කවුද අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන්නේ කියලා, right? එතකොට ඒ ටික තමයි මේ notice එකේදී ඔයාලට ලියන්න ඕනේ. හොඳද? එතකොට now here they have given us the notice, right? Now what is the second step? මොකක්ද අපි second step එකට කරන්න ඕනේ? Anyone who is who remember this? Anyone who remember? Anyone who has an idea? What is the second step? Now they have given us the notice. Notice කියලා දීලා නැත්නම් ඔයාලා තමයි notice කියලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ what should we write? What should we write after that?
Time.
What should we write after that? What about the date?
Did this meeting held on?
Okay, yeah. Before that, don't we write the date?
Time.
Yeah, you have to write the date, okay? You have to write the date. Date in the sense මේ meeting එක තියෙන date එක නෙමෙයි. ඔයාලා මේ notice එක මේ ඒ කියන්නේ ලියන දිනේ, publish කරන දිනේ අපි ලියන්න ඕනේ නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒක අපි දන්නේ නැහැනේ. බලන්න notice එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. So you have to mention the date, right? And after that, okay, then you can write as what? This is to inform you that there is a meeting to discuss. This is to inform you that there is a meeting, right? This is to inform. This is to inform you that there is a meeting. Meeting එකක් තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ අපි කියනවා මොකටද මේ meeting එක තියෙන්නේ? There is a meeting to discuss about home gardening in our school. Okay, this is to inform you that there is a meeting to discuss about home gardening in our school, which is organized. Then කවුද මේක organize කරන්නේ? කවුද මේක organize කරන්නේ කියන එක අපි කියන්න ඕනේ, right? Which is organized by කවුද? What should we write? Which is organized by? Which is organized by the
nature club.
Yes, the nature club of the school. Is it clear for you?
Yes.
This is to inform. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට කෙලින්ම පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන් there is a meeting. හරිද? මේක ඔයාලට ගොඩාක්ම ලේසියෙන් කියන්න ඕන නම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් there is a meeting, right? To discuss about home garden, right? එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට තව ටිකක් ඒක ලස්සනට කියන්න ඕන නම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් this is to inform you that there is a meeting to discuss about home garden in our school, which is organized. How the organized garden? Which is organized by the nature club of our school. Okay. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලා කාටද මේකට invite කරන්නේ? කාටද මේකට invite කරන්නේ? All the students in the school or A-level students in the school? A-level students. Yes, very good. So all the advanced level students are expected to participate. යාලව බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් all the advanced level students are invited to participate. එහෙම නැත්නම් are expected to participate. Okay? දැන් අපිට කියන්න ඕන ටික කිව්වනේ. දැන් අපි date එකයි meeting එකක date එකයි time එකයි කියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක අපිට point form එකකින් ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. Date 19th August. Okay, 2021. Time 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Okay, so that is easy and also clear. එහෙම ලියන එක ලේසි ඒ වගේම තමයි එක තව කෙනෙකුට clear. මොකද අපි notice එකක් කෙනෙකුට ඉක්මනට දකිද්දි ඒක ඔළුවට යන්න තියෙන්න බෑනේ. date එකයි time එකයි අපිට point form එකෙන් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? After that, now here you have written the notice. Okay? Now you have written the notice. And what is the last step? What is the last step? What is the last step? The notice එක ලිව්වා. ඊට පස්සේ එතනින් ඉවරයිද? Is it done? Is it done or not?
No.
No.
No. Then what do we lack? What do we have to mention? Is there anything that we forgot? අමතක වෙච්ච දෙයක් තියෙනවද මේකට ලියන්න?
Place.
Okay. Date, time, place. Very good. Place. Okay. Venue, right? So main hall in the school. Okay. So main hall in the school. Then what else? What else? So date, time, venue can place එක. ඊට පස්සේ is that all? දැන් අපේ notice එක දැන් හරි. හැබැයි there's something that we have to mention. We have to write what? Now who wrote this notice? කවුද මේ notice එක ලිව්වේ? කවුද මේ notice එක ලිව්වේ?
The secretary of the nature club.
Yes, the secretary of the nature club. So first, you have to write now at the end of your notice. Okay, at the end of your notice, you have to write the name first. Okay, so I can say Saman. Okay, Saman. Then you can write secretary nature club. Okay, secretary nature club. Is it clear for you?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it? Okay. Now take 3 minutes and write the notice. Okay. Otherwise, you will forget it. Make a minute තුනක් අරගෙන take 3 minutes and then write the notice. Otherwise, you will forget. Okay. Some of you may have already written this, but then that's all right. Please write it again. Okay. Right. Now the time is 10:52. At 10:55, I'm going to like check your answers. Okay. Right. Please write it. Okay. I think the time is enough for you, right? I'm really sorry that I can't give you more time, right? Because even we are struggling, right, with the time, and our time is so limited, right? So shall we move to the next question, or do you have anything to clarify about notice writing? Huh? Any doubts to clarify about notice writing? Is it clear for you? Hmm? Is it clear now? Everything, Puta, okay? Now, when it comes to writing, even letter writing, the essay writing, notice writing, okay? You have to practice it. Otherwise, without practicing, you can't get that skill. Okay? ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්න නැතුව ඒක හරියටම අපිට ඇත්තටම මේ ස්කිල් එක ගන්න බෑ. letter writing නම් ඒක ස්කිල් එකක්. essay writing නම් ඒක ස්කිල් එකක්. right? And the more you write, the less mistakes that you do, right, at home. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරලා යද්දී අපිට ඇත්තටම එතෙන්ට ගිහලා එකපාරට අපි ලියනවට වඩා ඒක හොඳයි. මොකද එතකොට ඔයාලා අතින් වෙන mistakes ගොඩක් අඩු වෙනවා. Right? And when you write, please make sure to reduce the number of grammar mistakes that you do. The notice, 10 marks are allocated for the language, right? 10 marks are allocated for the language. Now, what do we mean by the language? Language එක කියලා කියන එකෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ මොකක්ද? කොහොමද ඔයාලට මේ 10 marks ලැබෙන්නේ? 10 marks ලැබෙන්නේ කොහොමද ඔයාලට? ඒක ලැබෙන්නේ එකක් ඔයාලගේ grammar mistakes, right? එතකොට සමහර ලාවට grammar mistakes කරාම අනිත් එක්කෙනාට ඔයාලා කියන එක තේරුම් ගන්න බෑ, right? So then we can't give you marks, right? And the next thing is your word choice, right? කොහොමද ඔයාලා හරි එතෙන්ට ගැලපෙන හරිම වචන use කරලා තියෙනවද, right? So we give marks for that, okay? And then for the tenses that you have used, right? So that is the language, okay? So practice more and write answers for the 2020 paper, and I hope everyone received 2020 paper. ඔයාලට ඊයේ ලැබුණා නේද? මම කිව්වා 2020 paper එක share කරන්න කියලා. Did you receive the paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, good. So now you have the paper with you, and then you have 2 model papers as well. And today, I will share another model paper, and Sankalpa, please share the model paper too with the students, right? Sankalpa, are you here? Okay, okay, Senali, please, the paper is there with Sankalpa, so you can actually share it with the students. Okay, so today I will share another model paper with you, right? So please try to write answers for these papers. Okay, right? And now shall we discuss answer sheet? Okay, so you need the answers as well. Do you need the answers as well for the model papers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. So I didn't actually share the answer sheets with you, right? Okay. Then Senali, shall we share the answer sheets as well? Answer scripts. We have
Okay,
it.
ma'am.
Okay. So please share the, we shared the model paper 1 and 3, but then we couldn't share the model paper 2. So please share the second model paper and then the answer scripts of 3 model papers, right? Okay, so you will receive them as well as I will actually send you the structures of both formal and informal letters. Okay, right. Then shall we discuss about and I got another question from Chandu, I think. Okay, the time that you have to take for the notice. Okay, now here, Puta, when it comes to the time, right? For the notice, 15 marks are allocated. එතකොට අපි time එක බෙදා ගන්න ඕනේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපිට ලකුණු බෙදලා තියෙන විදිහට, right? So for the notice, you can actually take 15 minutes, right? 15 to 20 minutes you can have to write the notice, okay? But then don't take like 30 minutes, 25 minutes, right? Try to write the notice within 10 to 15 minutes because then you are in the safe zone, okay? Right. So ඒකටත් ඔයාලට ඇත්තටම practice එක ගොඩක් හොඳට තියෙන කෙනෙකුට ඉක්මනට notice එක ලියන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා, right? Okay, so that's why I'm actually emphasizing on the fact that you have to answer for the papers as much as you can, right? Okay. The next thing is the bar graph description, right? So like now, are you aware that you have to describe a chart, a pie chart or a bar graph in the general English exam, the advanced level exam?
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
Okay. So what is the paper that you get to write this bar graph description? Paper number 1 or paper number 2?
2.
Paper number 2. Okay. Let me share the screen with you. Okay, here it is. Right. Now see, question number 10. The bar chart below shows the reading habits of students in Jayadeva Mahavidyalaya, Kurunegala in the year 2019. Okay, so describe the information by reporting the main features and making comparisons where relevant. Use about 75 words. Okay, now the word limit is 75, right? And then how many marks are allocated for the this bar graph description? How many marks are allocated for that?
10 marks.
10 marks. And do you know how the marks are divided? Do you know how the marks are divided? Do you have any idea? මේ හැම ප්‍රශ්නයකටම පුතාලා මේ marks divide වෙන විදිහ ඔයාලා දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. Marking scheme එකේ කොහොමද marks ලැබෙන්නේ කියන එක දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ, right? So now this for the 10 marks are allocated for this bar graph description and for the content, okay? For the content you get 4 marks, okay? For the content you get 4 marks and for your language you get 6 marks, okay? For your language, you get 6 marks. And the next thing is, when we describe a bar graph, okay? This bar chart, we actually have to use certain terms. There is a terminology, right? Ara terms ටිකක් තියෙනවා අපි use කරන්න ඕනේ. Especially when you compare, when you do these comparisons. When you make comparisons, there's a set of terms that you have to use. Api use කරන්න ඕනේ terms ටිකක් තියෙනවා, right? So I hope you are aware about that. ඒක ගැන දන්නවා නේද? ඒක ගැන දන්නවා නේද? idea එකක් තියෙනවා නේද?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now here, I want to share. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm going to take a Word document. Right.
Excuse me, ma'am. The model papers are shared on the Telegram group as well as on the Zoom chat as well.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
So Senali, right? Thank you, Senali.
Yes,
Okay. So everyone, the students, now you have received, please check you have received the model paper number 2 as well as all the answer scripts for model papers that we have sent to you. Okay, right. So please write the answers at home and then check the answers by yourself, right? Because that is what we can do for you. අපිට ඔයාලට කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන්නේ හොඳම දේ තමයි ඒක. Right? Okay. So right. Now here when it comes to this bar graph description, right? Even for this, there is a structure පුතා. හරිද main structure එකට යන්න. Can you see my Word document? Everyone, can you see my Word document?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Even for the bar graph description, we have to like write this introduction. Okay, there should be an introduction. Okay, and then main details should be there, right? And after that, further details. Now the comparisons, okay, the comparisons come for the further details. The comparisons come for the further details. Okay, so introduction, main details, and further details. Okay, and if you like, you can actually include a conclusion, but then that is not necessary. Okay, මේ bar graph description එකට conclusion එකක් අත්‍යවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Okay, right? Because this is not something like an essay. Okay, now introduction, main details, further details, and conclusion. Now when it comes to the introduction, now is this clear for everyone?
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
Okay, so when we write the bar graph description, we have to mention introduction, like we have to include an introduction and then come main details and further details. Now these comparisons, the comparisons that we make, actually it comes under further details. Further details යටතේ. Right. So if you want, you can actually include a conclusion, but then that is not necessary. Conclusion එක අත්‍යවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? Okay. Now, when it comes to the introduction, okay, when it comes to the introduction, let me just write intro, no, introduction. Okay. When it comes to the introduction, what are we going to mention? අපි මොකද්ද මේකට කියන්නේ? මොනවාද මේකට ඉස්සෙල්ලාම අපි කොහොමද පටන් ගන්නෙ? කොහොමද introduction එක පටන් ගන්නෙ අපේ bar graph description එකට?
This bar graph shows.
Really good, right? So now here, the introduction, it should simply say what the chart shows. Okay, what the chart shows or depicts. Okay, right? මොකද්ද මේ chart එකෙන් කියන්නේ? එතකොට මේකෙදී what is the tense you have to use? Present tense. Okay, the tense that you have to use is present tense. Okay, and then how do you know what the chart shows? කොහොමද මේක ඔයාලා දැනගන්නේ මොකද්ද මේ chart එකෙන් පෙන්නන්නේ කියලා? You can refer to the what? You can refer to the question itself. Okay, you can refer to the question. මේ introduction එක හරිම ලේසියි. මොකද ඒ introduction එක ඔයාලට question එකෙන්ම ගන්න පුළුවන්. තේරුණාද? Now let me show you again. Let's refer to the paper. Now see, the bar chart below shows the reading habits of students in Jayadeva Mahavidyalaya, Kurunegala in the year 2019. එතකොට දැන් පුතාලා ඔයාලා මේ bar graph එක describe කරද්දී ඔයාලට මේක කියන්න පුළුවන් the bar chart below or above, below or above, අපිට මෙතන ලියන්නේ කොහොමද? The above bar chart. Okay, then may below කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? What is the meaning of below? Huh? What is the meaning of below?
පහළ.
පහළ. පහතින් දැක්වෙන කියන එකනේ මේක meaning එකනේ පහළ. right? එතකොට දැන් ඔයාලා මෙතන මේ blank එකේ ලියද්දී මේ space එකේ ලියද්දී මේ blank space එකේ ලියද්දී so you can say the above bar chart. Okay? The above bar chart shows කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාලගේම words use කරන්න ඕනේ නම් you can say the above bar chart depicts. D-E-P-I-C-T-S. Okay, the above bar chart depicts. Okay, එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයාලට කියන්න පුළුවන් the above bar chart demonstrates. Okay, D-E-M-O-N-S-T-R-A-T-E-T-E-S. Okay, the above bar chart the above bar chart shows එහෙම නැත්නම් the above bar chart depicts එහෙම නැත්නම් the above bar chart demonstrates. ඔය වචන ටික දැනගන්න. right? පොඩ්ඩක් වචන ටිකක් දැනගන්න. Then the above bar chart depicts the reading habits of students in Jayadeva Mahavidyalaya, Kurunegala in the year 2019. Okay. Now that is the introduction. Okay. Now when it comes to a bar chart, we have what? The exact axis and the y-axis, right? So here in one axis, the percentage, they have mentioned the percentage. Ekaka percentage එක තියෙනවා. අනිත් එකේ reading habits තියෙනවා, right? එතකොට ඔයාලා දැන් මේක describe කරද්දි දැන් introduction එක ලියන විදිහ ඔයාලට පැහැදිලිද? Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. So that's how you have to start describing any bar chart. Okay, right. After that you have to like analyze these details. Okay, now see the boys and the girls. Okay, and then there are different categories. Okay, the science fiction, adventure stories, newspapers and magazines, right? Now Puta, I can give you the words. Okay, I can give you the words. You have to, after that, okay, after that you can actually describe this bar chart. Okay, right. Now here introduction, we came to the introduction. After the introduction, can you see my Word document here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now when it comes to a bar chart, we have the x-axis and the y-axis, right? Okay, now here, let me take okay. Here I can't actually, right. Give me a minute. Right. Now here, this is like a, now here, this is a bar chart. Okay. Now this is the x-axis. Can you see? Huh? This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Okay. So you can say according to the above graph. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. According to the above graph, x-axis, okay, x-axis shows, then you can refer to the graph, okay, you can refer to the graph, right? According to the above graph x-axis. Now this is the x-axis. Okay. Now you have learned these things. X-axis shows what? Okay. And y-axis shows what? Okay. So this also comes for the introduction. Okay. This also comes for the introduction. Okay. Right. Is it clear for you? Now this one. Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
clear for you? Okay. After that, now we have to analyze the chart. Okay. And then like we have to analyze the chart and then we have to write. Okay. And when we are analyzing the chart, okay, these are the words that we have to use. Okay. These are the words that we have to use. Highest. Okay. Highest. What is the meaning of highest? Highest?
ඉහළම
Vadima. The highest number of students read what? Okay. The highest number of the students read what? Okay. So you have to like write it. And then with the highest, what comes next? Highest. Then what is the
Low.
next one?
lowest
Lowest. Okay. So the lowest, then lowest. Okay. After that, we can actually use this one, maximum. What is the meaning of maximum?
Upari.
සමානද
Uparima, right? Then this one,
Minimum.
minimum. Okay, what is the meaning of minimum? Avama. Okay. Then equal number of students. Samana pirisa. The equal number of students. Okay. Equal. Then right. So you can use these terms. You can use these terms, right? So the highest number of students, okay, what they read, the highest number of students read I can't see the chart, so I can't say anything, but then I have given you the terms, right? And then you can compare. Okay, you can compare. How are you going to compare? How are you going
more
to compare?
than less than
Very good. Is more than. Okay, is more than. Right. After that is less than. Is less than. Then is higher than. Is lower than. Okay. Is higher than. Is lower than. Okay. This is how you are going to compare. Okay. This is how you are going to compare. These are the terms that you have to use. Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Then right. So you can use these terms. Okay. You can use these terms when it comes to the bar chart. Okay. Now I don't have time, right? But then please write these. Okay. And then you have to use the superlative form. Okay. You have to use the superlative form. Now here highest is a superlative form, right? Lowest is again superlative form. We can vadima, aduma, right? The highest number of students, the lowest number of students. Okay. The mukakhari goda prasiddha ekak kiyanti prachalita deyak the most popular. Aduma, the least popular. Okay, the most popular, the least popular. Okay, so these are the terms that you have to use when you make the comparisons. Okay, when you make the comparisons. Is it clear for you?
Yes,
now you have to use these terms, especially when you describe the bar chart. Okay, especially when you describe the bar chart, you have to use these terms because like we actually give marks for using these words correctly. Okay, right. Now, do you have any questions? I can give you 5 minutes. Can you like give it a try to write this answer, to write the answer for this bar chart, to describe this bar chart, okay? Otherwise, you will forget. Okay, let me share the screen with you. I can give you like now the time is 11:22. Okay, I can give you like 5 minutes. Right. Please try to write the answer. Yes.
Can we use the horizontal and vertical axis to the y and x axis?
Could you please repeat it again? I couldn't hear you properly.
Can we use the horizontal axis and vertical axis to the y axis and x axis?
Can we? What
Can
did you
we-
say? Yes, can we?
Can we use the horizontal axis and
Yeah,
vertical axis to
of
the
course
y?
you can use. Of course you can use. So like you can actually replace these two words instead of x axis and y axis, okay? Is it clear for you? That's what you asked, right? Hello, is it clear for you? That's what you asked, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I think the time is enough for you, right? Okay, I'm really sorry for not giving you like enough time, okay? But then like we have to move on, okay? So now, today we actually discussed the letter writing and then like notice writing and then the bar graph description. And is it clear for you, the bar graph description?
Yes, madam.
Okay, so I hope it is clear, right? And now let's move to the last question, that is essay writing. Okay, this question is really important. Why? Because you get how many marks for this?
20 marks.
20 marks. Okay, so essay writing is really important because you have to score more. Okay, you have to score more for the essay, right? So now let me discuss. Now, when it comes to this essay, right? When it comes to this essay, they can either give you a story or as opinion-related essay, right? So last year, the students got a story, right? And then, like, I don't know what will happen in this year, right? But then again, it's the same thing, right? When it comes to the story, story you have to imagine the situation and then you have to write it. Okay, a situation you can imagine like the unknown, right? So essay එකකටෙද්දී ඒත් ඔයාලා ඒ points ටික හරියටම හදාගෙන structure එක ලස්සනට හදාගෙන ඒ විදිහට ලියන්න ඕනේ. Then essay එකක් ලියද්දී ගොඩක් අය essay එකක් හරි story එකක් හරි ඔය දෙකම ලියද්දී ගොඩක් අය කරන්නේ මුලින්ම හරි එක කියවනවා ඊට පස්සේ ලියන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. They just start to write. Is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong? You start to write the essay or the story just after reading the question. Is it right or wrong?
Wrong.
It's
Wrong.
wrong. Then what should you do? Then what should you do? Then what should you do? If it is wrong, then what is the right way? ඒක වැරදි නම් මොකද්ද හරි විදිහ? Plan first. Yes. Okay. Yes, Amma, you are right. You should have a good plan, right? මොකද ගොඩක් අය හරියට plan කරේ නැති වුණාට පස්සේ හරිය structure එකක් තිබ්බේ නැති වුණාට පස්සේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? එයාලා මැදදී එයාලට ලියන්න දේවල් නැති වෙනවා, right? Points නැති වෙනවා. එතකොට ඒක මැදදී essay එක නවත්තන්න වෙනවා. So don't make it happen for you, right? Because now advanced level exam is a really competitive exam, and then don't let it happen to you, right? අපි මේ හැමදේම කරන ඔයාලට උදව් කරන නිසා ඔයාලා ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන ඕන හොඳ plan එකක් ඇතුව essay එක ලියන්න, right? Then make a story එකකට ආවම the same thing, right? The story එකේ උනත් ඔයාලා plot එක පොඩ්ඩක් mention කරගන්න. දැන් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? දැන් ඊට පස්සේ මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? Right? So the same thing, right? So when it comes to the essay, let me discuss how the marks are allocated for the essay first. කොහොමද essay එක marks ලැබෙන්නේ කියන එක පොඩ්ඩක් මම discuss කරන්න. So overall you get 20 marks for the essay, and from this 20 marks for the content you get 6 marks. 6 out of 20. Okay, and then so what does it mean by the content? මොකක්ද content කියන එකෙන් අදහස් වෙන්නේ? What does it mean by the content? What does it mean by the content? The points that you have mentioned, right? ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මොකක් හරි essay එකක් ලියද්දී ඒකට අපි අදාළ කරුණුද ලියලා තියෙන්නේ, whether the content is appropriate, and the points that you have discussed, whether they are interesting. Appropriate විදිහටද ලියලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒක බලනවා. And then for that you get 6 marks for your points, okay? The facts. And then for the language you get 10 marks. Okay, 10 out of 20 is given for the language that you have used. So ඔයාලගේ grammar mistakes වලට ඒ හැම එකකටම ලකුණු අඩු වෙනවා යන්නේ එතනදී. හරිද? So try to reduce the number of mistakes that you do in your essay, right? මොකද essay එක කියන්නේ writing වලදී අපි grammar errors තිබ්බම ඒ කියවන කෙනාට අපි මොකද්ද කියන්නේ කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න අමාරුයි. තේරුම් ගන්න බැහැ. Right? So that's why they reduce the marks. Okay, and then the organization, for your organization, like 4 marks are allocated. 4 marks are given. So that's why we should have a good organization, right? Then last hunda organization එකක් තියෙනවා. හොඳට facts organize කරලා තියෙනවනේ. මොකද එකක් the marks are allocated for the organization of the essay, right? So now let me share the screen with you. Now anyway, is it clear how you get marks for the essay? Essay එකට marks ලැබෙන විදිහ clearද?
Yes, ma'am.
හරි. Okay. Now let me share the screen. So I'm taking the model paper 3. Right. Now can you see the model paper 3?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Now see, some people think that social networks have many harmful effects. Others believe that it is an effective platform for communication. What do you think? Write an essay giving your views. Use about 150 to 175 words. Do not exceed this word limit. Now, this is an opinion-related essay. Okay? This is an opinion-related essay. කියන්නේ ඔයාලගේ opinion එක කියන්න ඕන essay එකක්. එතකොට දැන් මේ essay එක මොකක් ගැනද තියෙන්නේ? මොකක් ගැනද තියෙන්නේ?
Social network.
Social networks. Some people think that social networks have many harmful effects. සමහර හිතනවා social networks වල ගොඩාක් harmful effects. ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩාක් disadvantages තියෙනවා. ගොඩාක් හානිකරදායක දේවල් තියෙනවා. Others believe that it is an effective platform for communication. අනිත් අය හිතනවා ඒක it is an effective platform for communication. Communication වලට හොඳ platform එකක් කියලා. What do you think? Write an essay. එතකොට ඔයාලා මොකද හිතන්නේ? දැන් සමහරව හිතනවා. Now it is like a coin, right? Everything is like a coin. නිකන් කාසියක් වගේනේ. There's the good side as well as there's the bad side. Okay? හැම දෙයකම හොඳ පැත්තකුත් තියෙනවා නරක පැත්තකුත් තියෙනවා. එතකොට write an essay giving your views. එතකොට ඔයාලට තියෙන ඔයාලා මොකද මේ ගැන හිතන්නේ කියන එක ඔයාලා essay එකකින් ඒ කියන්නේ මේ essay එකට ලියන්න ඕන. Right? So now when it comes to the essay, what is the plan that you are using? Huh? Let me share my screen with you. Right. Right. Now can you see my Word document?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. Now, when it comes to your essay, right? When it comes to your essay, there should be a proper introduction. Now, when it comes to this topic, it's about social networks. The main topic එක තියෙන්නේ social networks ගැනනේ. එතකොට මේක ඔයාලට introduction එක පොඩි paragraph එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? මේක ගොඩාක් introduction. සමහර ළමයින්ගේ introduction එකම තියෙනවා ගොඩාක්. එහෙම කරන්න එපා, right? So my introduction එකේදී ඔයාලට like you can define the social networks by yourself. ඔයාලා social networks කොහොමද define කරන්නේ? And give some examples for the social networks. What are social networks? මොනවාද social networks වලට එන්නේ? Give me some examples. Facebook, WhatsApp, Viber,
Imo.
Yes. So those are the those are social networks that we use, right? Very popular social networks, social network platforms. So now you can introduce what are these social networks, give some examples. After that, introduction, and then body of the essay. Body of the essay. Now for this body of the essay, you can have 2 paragraphs here. One, to discuss the advantages of social networks. Okay. One to now මම මේක පෙන්නන්නේ ඔයාලා කොහොමද plan එක හදාගන්න ඕනේ කියන එකට. හොඳද? Advantages of social networks, and another paragraph for disadvantages of social networks. Okay. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලා advantages of social networks වලට ගත්තට පස්සේ මොනවාද advantages, right? දෙකක් තුනක් වගේ ඔයාලට පුළුවන් කියන්න මොනවාද advantages ඇත්තටම so you can think and then write okay advantages like you can actually mention 3 advantages okay we can have more friends right and then we can maintain our relationships right so and when it comes to this current pandemic right people can actually manage their business through online platforms නේද ගොඩක් අය දැන් online වලින් මේ යාළගේ business කරන්නේ right එතකොට ඒක ගොඩක් හොඳ දෙයක් right then what about the disadvantages what about the disadvantages then disadvantages නැද්ද තියෙනවනේ right එතකොට it's time consuming නේ අපේ කාලය කනවා නේ time consuming after that privacy issues privacy issues නේද මිනිස්සුන්ගේ පෞද්ගලිකත්වය සම්බන්ධ issues එනවා right එතකොට අන්න ඒ විදිහට ඔයාලා මේ plan එක හදාගන්න after that you can conclude the essay by giving your opinion කොහොමද conclude කරන්නේ after reviewing these points or after discussing or based on the above facts I think the Facebook or the social networks not Facebook the social networks are more helpful for the people right අන්න ඒ විදිහට ඔයාලා මේක කරන්න ඕනේ is it clear for you how to make a plan for the essay කොහොමද මේ essay එකට plan එකක් හදාගන්නේ කියලා දැන් මේ විදිහටම ඔයාලා මේ essay එක ලියන්න මේ plan එකම හදාගන්න මේ විදිහට plan එකක් හදාගන්න එතකොට ඔයාලා තව එක දවසකට you better try to write an essay one day okay each day you better try to write an essay okay because this is really good to improve your writing as well okay right so do you have any questions regarding the essay writing anything
How many time won't take?
now for this essay right the 20 marks are allocated so you can actually have 25 to 30 minutes and take 3-4 minutes to plan okay 25 minutes okay right so I hope you don't have any questions right so now right okay today we actually discussed now not only today right let me actually summarize everything that we did in the 2 sessions yesterday we started discussing the structure of the general English test structure එක අපි කතා කළා after that reading the questions වලට කොහොමද හරියටම answer කරන්න කියලා. The reading is really important. You get reading questions for the first paper as well as for the second paper. So you should actually practice this like how to answer these reading questions. හරිද? reading වලට කොහොමද answer කරන්න කියන එක දැනගන්න ඕනේ. හරියට මම ඔයාලට ඊයේ skimming scanning කියන techniques දෙක පොඩ්ඩක් කියලා දුන්නා. right මම ඒක ගැන වැඩි emphasize කරේ නැහැ මොකද සමහරව ඒක දන්නේ නැහැ ගොඩක් අය ඒක දැනගෙන හිටියේ නැහැ but then it's very simple and I introduce actually those 2 techniques for you right and then the next one is like the paragraph writing and then the letter writing and today we discuss notice writing and bar graph description and then the essay writing මේ හැම එකක්ම අපි yes Asini do you have any question No, right? Okay. So because you raised your hand, that's why I asked. Okay. So what I want to tell you is just study, right? Work hard because now you are so young, right? ඔයාලට හොඳ future එකක් තියෙනවා. And your education is so important, right? You have to be educated, right? අධ්‍යාපනය කියන ඕනම කෙනෙකුට වැදගත් ඒ වගේම ඉංග්‍රීසි අධ්‍යාපනය ගොඩක් okay how we can make a plan for a story. සසිනී ස්ටෝරි එකට ප්ලෑන් එකක් හදද්දී ඔයාලා කරන්න ඕනේ ඒකට ඇත්තටම ප්ලෑන් එක කියන්නේ ස්ටෝරි එකේ ප්ලොට් එක. ප්ලොට් එක කියන්නේ අපි කතාව කොහොමද යන්නේ කියන එක ඔයාලට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට සිටුේෂන් එකක් දීලා තිබ්බට පස්සේ ඔයාලා ඒක ඉමේජින් කරන්න ඕනේ. එයාට ස්ටෝරි එක මුලින්ම හිතේ හදන්න එපා. And then you just write, okay, now there are two people and then one person meet another person. So like that, අර කතාව වෙන ප්‍රධාන ටික පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක plot එකකට ලියන්න. දැන් කතාවක් ගත්තට පස්සේ we have the beginning and then the rising actions and then we come to the climax and then so it's like the plot. Okay, so එතකොට ඒ plot එකේ තියෙන incidents පොඩ්ඩක් ඔයාලා ඒක ඔයාලට හිතන විදිහට ලියන්න, note down කරගන්න. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ story එක ලියන්න. Right? Okay, but then when it comes to the story, it's actually right, it's based on your imagination. ඔයාලගේ හිතීමේ ශක්තිය, and it's based on your creativity as well as your imagination. Right? Okay. So guys, I want you to work hard, right? So this English education is also really important. Please write answers for these model papers, right? You can't by heart English, you can't by heart any language, not only English, you can't by heart any language. කිසිම language එකක්, කිසිම භාෂාවක් අපිට කටපාඩම් කරන්න බෑ. Right? ඒක අපිට practice එකෙන්, ඒක exposure එකෙන් තියෙන්න ඕනේ දෙයක්. අපි හිතනවා අපේ මේ seminar program එකෙන් ඔයාලට පොඩි හරි උදව්වක් වෙන්න ඇති කියලා. ඒක තමයි අපිට ඇත්තටම කරන්න ඕන කමක් තිබ්බේ. So thanks for like participating for our seminar program, and then we all want you to like pass the exam with flying colors. Okay, so we wish you all the best for the coming exam. Okay, right, so shall we call it a day? Yeah, Sankalpa, are you here?
Yes madam, I'm here. Okay.
Yeah.
සියලු දෙනාගෙන් අවසරයි. ඉතින් අපේ සම්මන්ත්‍රණය මෙතනින් නිමාවටපත් වෙනවා. ඉතින් මම හිතනවා අද දවසේ පැවැත් වූ සම්මන්ත්‍රණය අපේ නංගිලා මල්ලිලා සියලු දෙනාට ගොඩක් උපකාරී වෙන්න ඇති කියලා, නොදන්න දේවල් දැනගන්න. ඉතින් ඉදිරියේදී පැවැත්වෙන උසස් පෙළ විභාගය සඳහා ඔයගලන්ට සාර්ථකව මුහුණ දෙන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න කියලා අපි හැමෝම ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. ඒ වගේම විශේෂයෙන් මේ අවස්ථාවේදී මතක් කරන්නට ඕනේ මෙම සම්මන්ත්‍රණ මාලාව සිහිනයටත් වැලක් සම්මන්ත්‍රණ මාලාව එහි පුරෝගාමීත්වය ගැන කටයුතු කරපු අපගේ මානව ශාස්ත්‍ර හා සමාජ විද්‍යා පීඨයේ පීඨාධිපතිතුමා මහාචාර්ය ශිරන්ත හීන්කෙන්ද මහත්මයා සහ විශේෂයෙන්ම ආචාර්ය ශාන්ත ගම්ලත් කියන මහත්වරුන්ට අපගේ විශේෂ ස්තුතිය පුද කරනවා. ඒ වගේම මේ සම්මන්ත්‍රණය සඳහා අවශ්‍ය තාක්ෂණික සහාය ලබා දුන් ශ්‍රී ජයවර්ධනපුර විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ඩිජිටල් අධ්‍යාපන හා වෘත්තීය සංවර්ධන මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ සියලු දෙනාට අප විශේෂ ස්තුතිය පුද කරනවා. එමෙන්ම අද දින තම වටිනා කාලය කැප කරමින් අක්ෂි නානායකාර මහත්මියටත් පැමිණි ඔබ සියලු දෙනාටත් අපගේ විශේෂ ස්තුතිය පුද කරනවා. ඉතින් ඉදිරියේදී පැවැත්වෙන අපොස උසස් පෙළ විභාගයට ඉතා සාර්ථකව මුහුණ දීලා විශිෂ්ට ප්‍රතිඵල ලබා ගන්න හැකි වේවා කියලා අපි සියලු දෙනා හදවතින් ඔබ වෙනුවෙන් ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. ඔබ සියලු දෙනාට සුබ දවසක් වේවා.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olaf.
Thank you.
Thank you.